Hey, YouTubers and toy train lovers. I've got a second part to my Marx articulated train run. As you know, this M-10000 derailed on the very last round that went around the loop. And as it turns out, I had an old whistle that came out of this K-line freight station back here, and it stopped working, and I just left it alone. I figured, it's fine back there. Well, it vibrated next to the track, and Murphy got me, and that's what derailed the M-10000. As I said, I thought it was very rare that these derail, and so it had a good reason. It probably got caught on this bumper here. I'll pull it out. First of all, I want you to appreciate the litho on this. And a lot of people probably haven't noticed. I don't know if you can see it from the camera or not. There's a couple little guys right on either side of the headlight. They painted inside the faux windows, or stamped, I guess, since it's lithography. But I think that's pretty cool. I haven't named them yet. But I'll show you this engine, this locomotive. Pull this out. I've disconnected it from the cars. Of course, this is the side that you saw before when I ran it. And it's just Union Pacific, United States Mail, Railroad Post Office, M-10000. But on the other side, I'm going to set this on my knee to turn it around. It's quite a bit different. There's a slot here to put a key in, and they also made these in clockworks. So you put your key in that slot. I do not know why they made it so long. Unlike the M-10005 where they just put a borehole in. But they did. And you'll see a slot in the roof where the switch for forward and reverse is. Would have been the same for a clockwork engine. And you'll see a tiny slot back here where they would have had an on-off switch. You would have had a C or D cell battery back here for your headlight for a clockwork set. And later they put out a maroon set. I believe it was like 38 to 40, something like that. And they removed this They removed this slot for the switch, and they removed the slot in the roof of the car, and they put in a E-unit. So you can simply reverse it from the transformer. But it's kind of neat to see that the history of it and how it progressed. And also what I've noticed on the maroon ones is half of them seem to be missing the big bumper up here, which is probably what hit the whistle mechanism and derailed the train. But so I should have run my maroon set. But at any rate, there's a little more information on them. And you can see the big slot back here where the passenger car would attach to this car, and this is the pin that you would lift. Center the passenger car, front of the passenger car, and then couple it by dropping this pin in to it. And that's the one that takes a while to get used to using, and like I say, as Marx guys get pretty good at it, but at first there were a few swear words when I was trying to put the thing together. And on the maroon one, they put a slot, just like they do on the M-10000, and it acts as a guide to help you find that the pin finds the hole with the slot, and it helps you couple the train. So I didn't even notice it's got the little fiddle nut there. You see the little Marx insignia, patented, applied for. But these were great. Lionel were making the M-10000s and M-10005s, but you could not run them on a small layout. You had to have, I believe they had an 074, something like that, turning radius. So there was no way you could run them on a little layout like this. This is 027 and 031 and 031 up top. So these have plenty of room to turn, so long as my whistle mechanism doesn't vibrate into its path. So anyway, it's fun with Marx, and we'll say goodbye, and thanks for watching.